Well, this video ain't gonna be long, but I'm finna come strong. I want to talk about three fake ass niggas on YouTube currently right now making videos trying to convince black people. First, we're gonna start with fake ass Phil. His real name is Philip Scott. He has two channels, one called the African Diaspora Channel. For what reason, I don't know why he called it that. Because this nigga is married to a whole white woman with half-breed children, but yet he feel that he could talk about African issues relating to us. But you did the most treacherous thing by marrying a black woman. And then on your second channel, you went back again to talking about black women being ratchet. So you have not changed. In fact, you are worse. And you know black people is not going to say anything to you because they respect you. Which I don't understand why. I can never respect a black man who's married to a white woman who's talking about black issues. You revoked your black card when you did that. And then on top of which, you disrespecting black women again. So I would never take you seriously. In fact, I don't even like your ass. I can't stand you. Every time I see your face, I just want to pound it with my fist. Because that's how I feel about disrespectful black men. Now, we finna go to the next cat, dumbass Dane. Real name Dane Calloway. A failed rapper turned Aboriginal. Has a documentary called Why the American Indian Was Classified as Black. Still hasn't answered that question to this very day. Wants to go all the way back in history talking about the class when the Europeans started classifying us. The truth of the matter is, Dane don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Somehow he got this magical vote where all this information is at, where only he can access it. Then this nigga wants you to pay him $10,000 to debate with him. Only thing he really be talking about is I'm not black. I'm not black. And it's crazy that you got black people who are falling for this, being manipulated. Because none of this information can be verified. We was never Aboriginal. We was never the Aborigines of this land. We were kidnapped for the most part West Africa. And we was brought over here. But before we was brought over here to the what is now known as America, we was what is now known as Haiti, the Caribbean, the West Indies. That's where our people were stationed at because they was not coming over here. But this fool ass nigga want to tell you that we are aboriginals of this land known as America. That don't even make any sense because there's no evidence of that. But of course, you know, he'll try to use the Almacs saying that those are black people. That has yet to be proven. All his talking points can be debunked. And this is the same nigga who uses pictures next to a black person with an Indian. If that ain't manipulation, I don't know what is. He's a master manipulator. He's a pseudo scholar. Don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You need to stop listening to people like him. And now, talking about dumbass Dane, we finna go into who is known as Treacherous Tariq. Real name Tariq Nasheed, a.k.a. Marcus Sanders. Come from Alabama, now living in L.A. Wrote some pimp books talking about how to pimp black women, which shows his disdain for black women and black people overall. Now remember, this is the same nigga who did Hidden Color documentaries, giving props to our brothers and sisters. Now, he done formed this organization separate from ADO West because that's where he got the idea from. So make no mistake about the FBA because the FBA is no different than ADOS. Foundation of Black Americans is what the FBA stands for. The FBA supposedly was founded in 1526. So my question, I ask, how do you know if you was a foundational black American in 1526 when America has yet to be named? Nobody questions or asks him that. You got mindless, brainless, naive, young black people and old alike following behind his rhetoric, which can be debunked so easily that it don't make any sense and not worth mentioning. All he's doing is fattening his pockets to secure the bag for his family, his half-breed family, I may add, because his wife is not black, nor is his children. And he got a hairline that's ridiculous. The man's 50 years old acting like he's 15. Don't know what the fuck he be talking about. And I'm sure some of you seen some of his videos. When you listen to this man, it's like a comedy show. He's nothing more than an entertainer. He's not serious about anything other than taking your money and keeping you distracted. As a brother on here, go by the name of Mr. Big Facts, and shout out to you, my brother. Tariq Nasheed is an agent of chaos. He's being paid by white nationalists to keep us separated from our brothers and sisters in Africa. Now this nigga that went from talking about people in Africa to our brothers and sisters in Africa to the Caribbean and dissing Haiti. And the fucked up thing about it, this nigga did a whole documentary about the Haitian Revolution, which started in 1791. When our Haitian brothers and sisters fought against the Portuguese, they fought against the British, they fought against the Spanish, and won every single battle, and it won every single one. Led by a brother by the name of Toussaint Louverture. You did a whole documentary about the Haitian Revolution. Now you dissing Haiti. Where they do that at? When I'm talking about these fake so-called pro-black or whatever they want to call themselves, they don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is getting that money. That's all they care about. They don't care about how you living. They're just entertainers on YouTube. They all a fucking joke. And not to mention, Tariq is also a failed rapper. He's a failed pimp, supposedly pimp, who lifts up white women. But this is black women. And this is black people overall. Now remember, this nigga is an FBA, right? But he goes to non-FBA locations to have vacations with his family. And what I've recently learned is that his mother-in-law, who is white, who is Peanut's mom, has started some type of ministry in Haiti. But nobody knows but there's no record of that happening. So there's another hustle that's tied into him. But of course, he'll deny it. He'll be like, we don't know them, Nick. We don't know them. Now, I know I talked about him for the longest time because he's supposedly the biggest face out, I guess the biggest face on here. What I'm saying is, he's not to be trusted at all because he's treacherous. That's why I call him Treacherous Tariq. He's nothing more than a dick-riding grifter. Dan Calloway is a dick-riding grifter. And Philip Scott is a dick-riding grifter. All they care about is getting your money. All they doing is use. The one thing they all got in common is they manipulate black people for their money. And these same grifters give their money to the European who is really winning. So truly is for black people. Definitely not them three. And trust me, I know there's a lot more. But I just want to talk about those three specifically because I can't stand nan one of them. And I want to punch them in the face so bad. And I'm not just talking this just to get no YouTube views. I'm talking about this because this is how I truly feel, because they are traitors to our black people. How you gonna first of all, how Philip gonna talk about have an African diaspora channel when he's married to a white woman talking about black issues? Where the fuck do they do that at? Then you got Dane dumbass talking about black people are not black, we're aboriginals. Where the fuck do they do that at? You go tell those those aboriginals of this land who's currently on the reservations that black people are Indians. You go tell them that. You tell them we are the same race. We share some of the same land. I could prove it. Do genealogy. And another thing about dumbass Dane, he don't believe in DNA. Because he know DNA doesn't lie. So anytime this nigga talk about black people are Indians, don't believe anything that he says. Because there is no such thing as a black person being an Indian. Now, we may have some in our family, but overall, we are not Indians. Like with Tariq, we are not no fucking FBA. But this nigga would swear up and down that we're FBA. He also would say, I'm not no leader. But yet you give him direction telling other people what they need to do. And now you, up to the current, I learned that he's talking about a $20 trillion reparation. You know, them white people will look at you and laugh. We will never get no reparations with your stupid ass. All you doing is selling your minions a dream so you can get in their pockets while you talking about you don't be pocket watching. Nigga, you do the most pocket watching. You was treacherous. You are an agent of chaos. You live in a gated white community. You do not be among the black people. You hate black people. Why can't you be straight up about that? Most of us already know how you roll. You full of shit, bro. With your fake ass toupee. Hell, I wonder if you got any sugar in your tank as much as you lick your lips. But this is just my personal feelings about these three particular characters, because that's what they are. They only using YouTube to get money off of black people, and unfortunately, many of our people are falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. Because some of the information may be correct, doesn't mean it comes from a genuine source. These niggas don't have no integrity, or they have no good intentions. And another thing before I end this video, I want to say when Tariq collected $2 million, and this nigga has not done anything for black people. He has not built that museum. So, that $2 million you FBA goofballs gave this nigga, y'all could have did it for yourselves and instead of giving it to him, you could have put that together, all you so-called FBAs, and did something in your respective communities. Just something to think about. But if you want to continue being misled, it's your prerogative. I'm just sick and tired of seeing these three characters misleading my people. And I called them out by name. I don't give a fuck if they flag this video. Because I can make another channel. And I want to give my special thanks to those of my brothers and sisters who support me. I love you very much. And I thank you. I don't care about views. I just want the truth to be out. And as you can see what Killmonger said, bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from ships because they knew death was better than bondage. And that's exactly how we live it today, in bondage. And I'm going to end it right here. You can like, comment, and subscribe to the video. You can leave your thoughts in the comment section. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Is there something I could have added? Any new information you know about these three characters I just talked about? Enlighten me. And I'm done. Peace.